I used to believe in love, real love, the kind you see in old movies, trust, commitment, forever. I wasn't always like this. In fact, after my first serious girlfriend tore my heart into shreds, I became cold. Cold to the point where I treated women like disposable toys. I didn't trust anyone. I didn't open up. I didn't let anyone close until her, the woman I thought would be my wife one day. She knew my history. She knew I was damaged. She even saw firsthand how distant I was with other women before we met. And somehow, she got through my walls. She made me believe again. I imagined our future together. A wedding, kids, a life built side by side. I was planning to propose in the not-so-distant future, and I truly thought she was just as over the moon about me as I was about her. Then, she said it. One sentence that burned through my soul like acid. We were sitting on the couch, just another normal evening, when she casually brought it up. What do you think about an open relationship? Before we get married and it's official? I swear my heart dropped into my stomach. My mind went completely blank. This was the one woman I trusted. The one woman who made me think maybe I wasn't broken after all. And here she was, tossing that trust into the trash. I tried to read her face to see if she was joking. She wasn't. She'd recently reconnected with some old friends, the kind who don't believe in boyfriends, husbands, or anything remotely resembling commitment. I don't know exactly what they told her, but I'm sure they planted the seed. And now here we were. She knew my views, she knew my history, she knew how much traditional marriage and loyalty meant to me, and she still decided to bring this up. When I didn't answer right away, she repeated herself, like maybe I just didn't hear her the first time. But I did. Oh, I did. I just looked her in the eye and said, sure. And in that moment, I mentally checked out of the relationship. She probably thought she'd get a conversation, that we'd communicate like adults. But no, there was nothing to discuss, because in my mind, the relationship ended the second those words left her mouth. If she cared, even a little, she would have shut it down immediately after seeing my reaction. But she didn't, which told me everything I needed to know. That night, I downloaded every dating app I could find, and within a week, I was reconnecting with old flings, talking to women I hadn't spoken to in years, and hitting the clubs with my worst, most shameless friends. 2 of them club promoters. I stopped coming home for days at a time, and when I did, I didn't bother pretending anymore. She cried a few times. I saw her, sitting on the bathroom floor, head in her hands. But I just walked away. I didn't ask questions. I didn't offer comfort. We still had sex, but she wasn't my girlfriend anymore. She was just another body to me, something to pass the time on a rainy Sunday. I was done. But the thing about being done is that it changes you, and I was just getting started. Weeks turned into months. Our apartment, once filled with laughter, late-night talks, and plans for the future, became nothing more than a cold, silent battlefield. We barely spoke. When we did, it was short, transactional. We need milk. The rent's due. Your package came. I didn't ask where she went or who she saw. I didn't care. She didn't ask me either, though I'm sure she knew. Every time I walked through that door after being gone for days, I could feel the tension crackling in the air. She'd glance up from her phone, her eyes red, then look away like I wasn't even worth the fight anymore. But here's the thing. She started this game, and I was just playing by her rules. I wasn't cruel with my words. I didn't scream or break things. My cruelty was quiet, calculated. I treated her like a stranger I happened to share a lease with. And the worst part? She hated it. She thought she could suggest an open relationship, get her cake, eat it too, and still have me worship the ground she walked on. Instead, she got this. She tried in her own subtle way to pull me back in. Little touches, asking if I wanted to talk, cooking my favorite meals. But the truth was, I was gone. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The man she loved, the man who trusted her, who planned a future with her, died the moment she spoke those words. And in his place stood someone who no longer believed in forever. I've realized something since all this happened. Permanence in relationships is a fantasy. People say, I love you like they're reading lines from a script. But the moment life tests them, really tests them, they'll rewrite the ending without you. So here's my plan now. Someday, maybe I'll have kids. Maybe I'll co-parent with someone who understands boundaries and loyalty. But the only people who truly get my forever now are my family and my three best friends, my brothers in everything but blood. The rest, temporary, replaceable, forgettable. And if she ever wonders why I became this way, all she has to do is remember the night she asked me the most disrespectful question a partner can ask. Thanks for listening. That's how this story ended, with clarity, detachment, and no regrets. Have you ever had someone shatter your trust in just one sentence? Share your story in the comments. Someone out there needs to hear it. And if this hit you hard, like and subscribe. More real stories, raw, bold, and unapologetically honest, are coming soon.